Hi everyone, this is Cher from Cher&Charlie's Crafts. If you don't know me, I don't know what to tell you, but I haven't been on in months, and I've been very sick. And I think most of you people knew when I went off that things weren't so great. But I thought, on my 5th week of what they call a ramp-up chemotherapy, which is a pill. You start really tiny pill, and then Saturday I'd ramp up, Saturday. So I'm on my 5th Saturday of ramping up on chemotherapy. Now, if you guys remember and you know me, you know that I didn't want any more therapy, because the last therapy I was on for 5 years, because I have a very slow growing cancer. I did at one point in time. But when you get as sick as I was, and the pain was excruciating, unbearable, my spleen enlarged, which did something, there's a name for it, but the only one that knew what it was, because I went to the hospital twice, once my daughter and once my son took me. It was like early in the morning. I thought, I'm done. And the hospitals, the ER, that's why I hate hospitals. They didn't have a clue. All they knew is she has cancer of the blood, and she's in pain. And that didn't help me any, trust me, because I was hoping my cancer doctor would step in, but he didn't. He was basically tied up with his own things going on. So I'm like, I do not want to go back to the ER. So anyway, told my kids, I knew I was getting worse based on my blood work. It was just sky high. So I went from being kind of stable to being really, really bad. So I had to make a decision. Pretty much my doctor said, if you don't get this, if you don't get chemotherapy, if you don't get some kind of treatment, you're going to die. You're not going to survive much longer. Well, that'll wake you up real quick. I thought I could just stop treatment because it wrecked my lungs. If you guys know me, it attacked my lungs. I now have interstitial lung disease. I got to get a pillow behind my back. Hello everyone, I love you guys, and I felt it was something I had to do since I'm feeling better, that you guys were so faithful to me, and I still have 388 subscribers. I'm like, what? That's just amazing to me. Hi Radha, hi little Rian, Radha's son, I love you, my little angel. Anyway, here I go again, I get off topic. My kids said for sure I have ADD, and I'm positive I do. Anyway, so I decided that I would try anything to get out of that horrible pain, which it was in my spleen. My spleen was, anything about a spleen, it was 23 centimeters. That's like unbelievable. And it radiated into this bone in my shoulder that I thought I was having a heart attack, and I'm not going to say goodbye to my kids. It's done. I'm a goner. But luckily, I called my daughter early in the morning crying. I cried a lot. Said, come get me, take me to the hospital. And as much as I hate hospitals, I was hurting. Anyway, fast forward. It's 5 weeks now. I am on the chemotherapy pill. It's a form, again, of targeted therapy. Is very strong. They had to be aggressive. And Wednesday, I go back to my cancer doctor, and I have to start infusions. And I am a little nervous about that. I think I need 6. I hope. And my kid's got to be there with me, because we don't know what kind of effect that it'll have on my body. And so that's why I'm kind of sad, because I'm a very independent person, and I don't like burdening my kids, and I'm a loner. I love Charlie. I can't talk about him because I'll cry. Sorry. Sorry. I can't even pause this. Sorry. I had to figure out how to even use the video again. So anyway, I'm really sorry. I can't pause it, so I'm sorry. And I want to get through this. So anyway, Charlie's been with my daughter. He's always up above me, look. He's always right there. See him? He's always hovering above my head. That was my first painting, remember? Okay, so I want you to know that I'm doing really good. I went to stay with my daughter Tiffany for 4 days during, I couldn't be by myself. I am so blessed to have 3 great kids. I'm not kidding you. My kids are like top of the line. My daughter made me breakfast early in the morning before I took the chemo pill. And the first 4 days were hell. I'm like, is this worth it? You know, but by the 4th day, I noticed something was different because I stayed in my grandson's room and I'm thinking, I feel a little better, you know? So I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna keep it up because I was very, very weak. I mean, so weak I couldn't stand in the shower. The pain was unbearable. I just felt like an empty shell of a person. But I know my kids, I didn't tell you this part, but my kids and the doctor got together. And he's wonderful, Dr. Ferber from Jefferson, and he gave them the whole rundown. She's got to do this, you know. And he was very patient and kind with my kids, and they were like, Mom, you got to do it. So I did it for my kids and my Charlie, because I wanted to walk him again, and hopefully for a little while longer, and it was worth it. So I'm waiting to see what happens with the infusions. I'm not sure when I'm starting. I'm not sure if it's this week or next week, but I'm only going to get, now I'm confused about this. I was told that it was once a month because I'm not happy about the infusions or anything in my bloodstream. But the specialty pharmacy that mails me chemo, UPS, told me that I'm getting them soon and more often. So I don't know. If I feel better, I'll come back on and I'll explain to you guys what's happening. But I wanted you to know why I went off. I couldn't do it. I was just, my body was empty. I lost my ability to craft. I lost my ability to want to cook, to be around people, my own kids. It just dwindled down to nothing. And I didn't feel that was fair for me to go on. I did my first couple crafts 3 days ago, or last week I did one, and this week I did one. And I'll take a picture and put it on this video. I know, you see me smiling? I wanted to see how I would do, so I did 3. I did I gave all my wreaths away to my little neighbor friend, Dave. He's an elderly guy, and he loves my wreaths. So I said, here, you can have them all. So I didn't have a fall wreath, so I made a fall wreath real quick. And then I made him a new fall wreath because he said I didn't give him one. I did, but I don't know what happened to it. So I made him another one, and then I started working on this thing here, but I messed up. And I'm writing a little saying on here, but this, I had pine cones, I ripped them off. It just was, I'm not done yet, so I'm working on it. And that really kind of lifts my spirits, you know. So that's where I'm at, but like I said, I had to start. And still a lot of my close friends, like Radha, Debbie, 2 Debbies, Debbie Ocasio, Debbie Baram, Debbie Baram sent me a lovely little card. Thank you, Debbie, and I'm sorry I didn't get back to you, but it was a grueling time. And Radha is always there sending me gifts in the mail and cards and text, keeping my spirits up, and I really appreciate that. So I also want to thank all the guys that stayed on here, my friends and people that crafted with me or thought I was somewhat good. I wasn't great, I was good. My son Wayne said that the funniest thing I said on there one time was, if you want perfection, you're in the wrong place. And that's me. He thought that was pretty funny. I didn't, but hey. Anyway, my kids are amazing. I had to go still twice a week for blood work checks to make sure the chemo was working and nothing was going wrong. So as far as I know, I'm okay. My blood work is dropping down, the bad stuff. The only thing I'm worried about is my platelets, but I know I'll get there. Also, my kids took turns, Wayne and then Tiffany and then Sasha. They all came to help me out to go to get my blood work, because it's about 20 minutes away. And I didn't trust myself to drive yet. One more thing before I get off of here and tell you guys I love you very much and sure do miss you, is that I'm still okay. I have some news about Tom. He's okay, he's alive, but not great news. I'll talk about it another time. I just heard today, and I'm very sad about it, but there's nothing I can do with as sick as I've been. Is to let you guys know that I'm alright, and see how I get sidetracked. Oh God. And I will get Charlie back. I promise you that. That's the one thing I said. I'm seeing my kids a lot, which is check, and I am going to get Charlie back. That's a goal, to have him here, to take care of him, take him out when he deserved to go out, feed him, spoil him. You know, he's doing great. I had a weekend with him with my cousin Jan. She came and picked me up last weekend for the first time. I spent 2 beautiful days with Charlie. She helped me let him out, and I had her beautiful bedroom. I felt good. We had great meals, and we watched a real scary movie. It was like a thriller. It was really good. So my plan is to get back with Jan and spend some time to feel like I'm alive again. And I thank God for like I said, my 6 grandkids. My little Julian helped me through that first horrible 4 days, and he stayed strong. And Grandmama, you okay? I had to drink 52 ounces of water a day. Yep. And he would fill my water bottle, and he would say, I'll order you some food when Mom was at work. I have the greatest grandkids in the world. I have the greatest kids in the world. I feel for people that don't have anyone to help them, because it's a blessing. So thank you, kids. Love you guys, even though Grandmom's a pain in the you-know-what sometimes. Anyway, I miss you guys, and I will try to see if I can figure out this video thing again, because I'm lost. I don't even know if this will work, but I will show you the fall wreath I made completely from Dollar Tree. It cost me like $5. So take care, God bless, and I'll pray for you. And please continue to pray for me. God bless. Sorry I cried, but you know how that Charlie thing works. I'll see you soon.